So I'm finally back covering e-bikes in 2026, and I've been waiting for some good weather. In fact, I've had this bike here from NOKO since last year, and I believe it was delivered sometime around in November, but the weather's just been so bad, I haven't been able to test it. But it's the new Urban version 2. So they've made some changes. They have some new colors with it, but the big one is that the frame geometry and the riding dynamics has been greatly improved compared to the previous model. Now, it's got a Samsung battery in here within the frame, so it doesn't even look like it is an e-bike. And this city bike here has 700C rims on the 700C wheels, so that's 28 inches. We have SRAM brakes, 160mm hydraulic, of course, and then the gears, 11 speeds there, and a motor that outputs 250 watts and a maximum of 42 Newton meters. The torque sensors incorporated into it, so it's very, very smooth there, and it has a mix system here for the rear bike rack. And overall, looking like a promising city commute bike from NOKO. And I'll be going over my typical review here, so the ride test, brake test, and let you know exactly what this bike's about, and if I can get anywhere near the claimed 100-kilometer range that this is capable of. You can also get a battery range extender that you plug into it, and that will double your range, so possible up to 200 kilometers. Oh, and finally, bike's weight, not bad, very good in fact. This is only 13.5 kilos, which is excellent for an e-bike. Now, standard included accessories, we get a rear tail light, front headlight, kickstand comes with it, and some side reflectors. Now, the frame quality, excellent. So it is Italian made and designed. Those valves are looking really good. This is where our charging port is. So there's a little dust cap over it, and that's to keep water out. Now, the charging time is just 4 hours, which is excellent. It is also where you would plug in that range extender to double your range there, and you probably screw it onto this side. So you can have a bottle mount, a bottle holder right here, and the battery located in here, it's using Samsung cells. And this is a 36-volt system, 7 amp hours and 552 watt hours for it. So up the top, like we've seen with the other NOKO bikes, we have here the on and off, and this is our 5-pedal assist levels. It's colored, so you know which level you're in, and it's pretty easy to figure that out. And you can also gauge the battery from this. Now we have FSA components. Handlebar here has some shock absorption, and we've got lock grips, and the gear changes have been just fine with that. Nice wide handlebar. It is comfortable to ride. Mudguards, these are made out of metal, so they're not plastic ones. And nothing with this bike feels cheap. And I do like this metallic green color there. And this is the rear bike rack that's included. And you'll see on the top here that it is using the MIC accessory system, so you can clip in optional bags and whatnot with this, which is really good. And a minor little complaint with me is that this is just a reflector on the rear. I really wish it was a proper built-in hardwired rear tail light. I think would have been great, even though they do include a tail light with the accessories we get, and that's our 11-speed system right there. The crankset, Grinter, 40 teeth here with the front. The rims are Vision rims, and our tires, CST Selector. So they got aramid in them. They're supposed to be quite puncture resistant, these tires here. And the tread pattern is a road style directional tread. And overall, very good tires, no complaints from me. The front and the rear hub, they do not have quick releases on them. Now the rear cassette is from Sunrace, the chain, Sunrace, and the Sunrace 11-speed system. The seat does not have a lot of padding to it. It's a synthetic style material, but it's overall comfortable and suits the bike. So this bike doesn't have a step-through design to it, but now with the improved geometry, the version 2 of the Urban is a lot more comfortable to ride. Now that kickstand, just to comment on it, supports the bike's weight really well, doesn't tend to rattle. Getting on the bike, it's not really been a problem at all for me. Now, when it comes to the selecting of those pedal assist levels, so we've got the 5 levels, and it's that button just down here. I'll just aim the camera at it so you can see it. Now, it's very obvious the way it works. So green being the easiest, red being the more powerful level, which I've got it set into at the moment. Now, this FSA motor, that 250 watts and the 42 Newton meters of torque, works really well, and having the torque sensor built in, it's very, very smooth too. So as soon as I start to pedal, that power delivery Really good, really smooth, and it's going to take me up to that 25 kilometers per hour quite quickly in the red level. Now typically I use maybe the orange in between, but a lot of the time I have been using those higher pedal assist levels because I'm just a little bit lazy and I prefer it just boosting me along. Now the motor, you don't normally hear it, and there is no front shock on this. So many of the other city bikes, you tend to find configurations with a shock on the front, but of course that's going to add another couple of kilos. So I do agree with the way NOKO's gone about this by not putting a shock on the front. I think for a city commute bike, as long as your roads are pretty good, you don't need that front shock, and the handlebar absorbs some shocks. Like, it's a shock absorbing handlebar. So this ride, it is quite upright, it's comfortable, an improvement, I think, over the first model of the NOKO Urban. Top speed, once you get over the 25 kilometer per hour assisted limit, is around about 32, 33. So on the flat, in the top gear here, with the Sunrace gears, by the way, shifts very good. Had no problems with them. Is that 32, 33 that I can comfortably cruise along at. So this is going to be great for city commutes. All right, and onto the climb test. So this is my climb test spot. If you're unfamiliar with my e-bike reviews, this is approximately a 20-degree climb. Now I've got it in the top pedal assist level, which is the red color. And I'll get my gears down to about, let's have a look, third gear here. And this is absolutely effortless. You might be able to pick up on the motor. You can hear it a little bit more with this climb. Now I'm putting in about 70% effort here. Sorry, the motor's putting in 70%. I'm doing about 30. This is so easy. So easy. I can even go up gears and climb at a very nice steady pace here. Unfortunately, I've got no screen built into the bike or part of the bike's handlebars, so I can't tell you what exact speed I'm doing on this climb, but it's good. Now, if I turn the motor off, let's just turn it right off. There we go. Green is off. I've got to get into a low gear now. And with the 700C wheels, this isn't too bad. I can do this. I can do this climb. For fitness, if I wanted to, use no motor. Of course, it's a lot more difficult now. I'm putting in all the effort. So climbing performance is excellent on the Urban version 2. Just like the braking performance, excellent. SRAM, 160mm hydraulic disc brakes, so full on braking from the white post. Whoa. Made it to this post, which is the average. Now, if I'd just managed to get before the post here, that would put it in the above average category for my braking test. But that was mostly my fault. So the skinnier wheels, road tires, I locked up the rear there, which let the bike go away a bit. But the brakes, they are very good here from SRAM. Nice bite to them. And overall feel great. You can easily stop safely. Okay, so what kind of range am I getting out of this? So they claim up to 100 kilometers. I'm seeing around about 65, 70 kilometers. Now, I have been using the higher pedal assist levels. So the highest two most of the time. Now, if you do put it into the green mode or the next level up from that, then you're going to get much better range than this. So I can see this being at least around about 80 kilometers for most people if you're using that, you're riding in the flatter course. But it's going to vary on rider weight and your conditions. So the CST tires, very good. The SRAM brakes, I've had no problems with it. Braking performance is excellent, as you saw with my braking test there. And when you put it into that top pedal assist mode, it'll take you up to that 25 kilometers per hour quite seamlessly. With the built-in torque sensor, it's very smooth there. So excellent with the climbs. No issues with the 11 speeds on this. The gear shifts have been nice and smooth, and I've not been grating any gears or anything like that, so that is very good. I love the fact, like NOKO's other bikes, that it barely even looks like an e-bike. I mean, most people wouldn't even know this is an e-bike because of just how streamlined it all is, having that battery incorporated into the frame there. Now, the good news is they're using Samsung cells. Charging speed is very good. It's 4 hours, which is another pro there. Overall, like the paint finish, the frame is really good, and yes, it's a step up and an improvement from the original Urban City Commute bike from NOKO, and all up, I'm really liking this bike. Now, it is going to be around about the, I believe, I don't know just yet, but around the 2,000 euro mark. Now, yes, it's a little bit more than some of the, say, Chinese brands, but remember, you're getting something that has brand components here, and it is Italian made. and designed. Plus, you can talk to a real person before you even buy one of these, and pre-sale support, which some of the other companies, it's pretty poor there in terms of support because it's all via email and they're in China, then they take another day or so to then reply. The only criticisms from me of this is it's a minor little thing that I really wish that the front headlight was incorporated somehow into the frame or into the handlebar, and that bike rack also had a tail light that was just built into it. I think would be a little bit better. And at times I do miss having a screen on this where I could see some riding stats there like speed or distance and even calories burnt and whatnot, which of course this is missing. It doesn't have that. It's the only real thing that I can fault with this bike here, but otherwise, NOKO, they've got another winner here with the Urban version 2. Thank you so much for watching this review.